What's going on? Sunday stream. What's going on? Kevin from Refugee Hustle in this building. Just kind of teaching you like some of the things that I've been really implementing in my life. One of the things here at Refugee Hustle that I always believe in is not just like talking all the time. It's really kind of showing you the accountability systems that I use, that things that I'm trying, man, every single day. Whether you want to get more clients, whether you want to make more money, whether you want to quit your job, all that stuff is super important. And I've read don't get me wrong, I've read a lot of books out there. I follow a lot of different people trying to help you get out, but I think one of the best ways is just really failing quick and having a solid system to kind of navigate this life. Because finding something that you're very passionate about and finding something that you're very passionate about and working toward a life isn't free. Working toward a life that you really want isn't easy. It does require some risk. It does require a lot of different things. I've definitely kind of gone through the hoops over this year, or even last year too, man. Like, dude, for anyone that's followed my story, man, it's been a rough journey so far. But finally in my life, I'm just figuring out how to, like how to put everything together. And I think one of the really cool things about my life recently is just like, it really hit me. Sometimes you get so caught up with the Asian dad inside your head that you forget to kind of appreciate the smaller things in life. For me, like, I gotta realize that I don't have to go back to a pharmacy every single day just to make a check, just to make a living. In some sort of ways, I'm actually living the life that I really want. Like, one, I'm making decent money, not crazy fuck you money yet, but there are days where I'm so freaking close to hitting that $1,800 days. I've actually hit a few of those days, but not on a consistent basis, so I'm always trying to work toward that. So that's one cool thing that's been happening in my life. But I can be location independent. The other weekend I was actually in Boston, like, so I have a few videos in Boston that I shot. And I mean, I can literally build this remote life out. I'm going to Vancouver later next month, joining up a few of my friends, and we're just going to be traveling a lot more. So that should be really cool. So location independence, I'm making money, time independence too, where I can actually control my schedule. One of the great things about not being an employee or anything like that is just being like, for me, technically, and by the way, let me move my laptop. I wonder if I can move my laptop. I want to kind of talk to you guys like this, but because everything's kind of messed up right now. Let me just move this over. Hold on, technical. Oh fuck, just dropped my things. Let's move this over here. Now we're ready to roll. Now it's not so awkward. Just want to be in front of you guys. By the way, comment below. Some really cool productivity hacks that you guys use to kind of create your dream life and stuff. What I'm planning to do today is kind of show you my systems behind the scenes, just so that you guys like understand what's going on in my life, and maybe there's one or two things that you'll really take away from this too, man. Hold on, let me just take a look at the comments. Andrew says, "Hi Kevin, what's going on, Andrew? Thanks for being a long time subscriber." And one of the things I've been really focusing on Refugee Hustle for myself is really not only leading by example, but really pushing myself health, wealth, and relationship wise, man. And I want to show you the core KPIs that I look at this month. And keep in mind, these aren't solid set in stone. It's always a work in progress. I'm always optimizing, but I want to show you some of the goals that I have in my life, I guess. And let's pull this out. Cool. Now I have everything. So let's kind of jump into it. The first thing I kind of want to show you this week that was really cool was actually London. Whoa, shit. One of the cool things I wanted to show you was actually London Real's 8 Steps to Transformation. It's actually a really great video. I kind of I'll link it in the comment section right now. But this video was such a great video just because he goes over the 8 steps of his London Real transformation system. And I've been actually really inspired by London Real because I feel like there's not too many YouTubers out there who are just real, who are really pushing themselves, that I just relate to. And Brian Rose, he's just such a cool guy. And one of the things I realized through my good friend Eric Yang, he was telling me that I get really not attracted, not like lovey-dovey attracted, but like I really respect a lot of people with bigger brands who are just good people. And Brian Rose, he's always trying to challenge himself. So I actually really got this transformation system from him, and it's really kind of cool. It's where, and obviously I can't explain it as well as London Real or Brian Rose, but first step he has is really idea inception. It's really thinking about getting the vision of what could be in your life, getting really, really specific, making sure that you have really smart goals. Because a lot of time, and I on my closing calls, a lot of time people aren't specific with their dreams. They're just like, hey man, I want to go on vacation. Well, where exactly do you want to go on vacation? By when? With who? Which hotel do you want to stay at? Getting that picture clear vision is so important, because it makes you want to actually work towards something. Like the other day, I was checking out videos on the G7X Mark III, and I was looking at the RX 107, I think. They're always the new ones. They basically have audio jacks, and it would help me create a lot more cool content. But this weekend I was like, dude, I want one of those. And so I basically opened up my schedule just to take more calls, just so that I could work toward that goal, right? And even though I made enough money this weekend to kind of buy a G7X, and it was so crystal clear. I dropped my wallet and everything got stolen in it. Kind of sucked, but you know what? Having clarity about what your goals are helps you so much trying to get to that vision. Because if you're just like, hey, I want a new camera, well, what camera do you want? It makes it less enticing, and if things aren't clear in your head, it's really hard to execute toward that goal as well. So that's the whole that idea of like idea inception, right? Second thing is find the mentor. And for me, I don't know about you guys, but for me, I always get this like weird feeling about that word mentor, because I feel like it's so esoteric and like woo-wooey, but really it doesn't have to be like that. It could be like something like we're doing right now, where you're just learning from someone. A lot of my mentors are actually my friends, where they just teach me cool things every single day. I just look up to them. They're really good people who maybe are just a few steps ahead of you, maybe in certain areas of their life you want certain things that you respect, and there really can not be a transformation without a mentor in your life. So it could be, I don't know, for me, when I was initially learning sales, it was really Dan Lok, but it's kind of changed since then, right? I look up to like a lot of Jordan Belfort. I look up to other people on my offer and my team and stuff. It's really, really great. I have different mentors in different areas of my life. So one of the people I'm following right now is like, dude, I follow Zion Kim. I follow Scott Ulsford. I follow Patrick Donabinian for jiu-jitsu. I follow Craig Jones. So some of these people I know, some of these people I don't know, but they produce content in the world. And that's the beauty about YouTube all the time, is just that you can just learn from so many people these days, in the comments, let me know who are the people that you look up to. Type it in below, and I would love to kind of hear like who are the people you're looking at. And I just want to let you guys know, like in December, I'm going to Dan Pena's QLA, and I think it's going to be a major kick-assing, but I think it's going to be really great, just because he will be my mentor for extreme ownership, extreme accountability, and doing merging acquisitions as well. So I think that's really cool. Third thing, which is really important, is really, and by the way, I want to give you a peek of what I want to show you guys. I want to show you guys this whole chart. That's going to be for a bit later, but just give me a sneak peek. But paying a price to action, I think so many times, I look at my life, and all the times where I didn't risk anything were the times I absolutely failed, right? So often in our life, we try to reduce risks so we don't lose anything. But in actuality, that's really a self-confidence problem. And so often times we're just, I guess, like kind of entitled sometimes, because we always expect things for free, and we want things to come to us without putting up any capital, putting up any risk. And the truth is, you cannot hit your goals without a price paid to action, right? It's just like school. When you go to college, man, the reason why you take it seriously is because you're paying $40K per year. Even though I don't think that's the best business model, that's fine. But like for me, when I first got into sales, I bought Dan Lok's high ticket closer program, and that's 2,500 at a time in my life. Get this, at a time in my life when, you know, I just lost all my income because I lost my job through pharmacy. And so that was my price to pay. If I didn't make this work out, then I would be going back to pharmacy, which is a life that I really, really didn't want. And I think like, you know, us as humans, by having a price to action, whether it's like a fitness trainer or anything like that, in any sort of thing in your life, it doesn't always have to be money, by the way, but usually it does, just because it motivates us. That means that we're really committed to the results, really committed to the process, man. And I really think having a pay price to action is so freaking important too, right? The third thing really is create your game plan. I think this is where this comes in. You know, you want to create a solid game plan of so you can show up, so you know exactly what to do. And one of the things that we don't do enough is reverse engineer our goals. So let's say if I want to make $10,000, money is so great because you can always reverse it. Let's say if I'm a like digital marketer and I charge retainers of like, I don't know, $3,000 per month or something like that, right? Or let's make the numbers easy, like $5,000 per month for a retainer for digital marketing, right? I want to hit 6 figures. I want to hit 120K per year. How many clients do I need to get? Oh, I need to secure 2 clients and keep them on retainer during that time. So that tells me, okay, if I need to get 2 clients, how many outreaches do I need to do to secure those 2 clients? How many people do I need to be talking to? Maybe let's say I have a 20% close rate, right? So divide that by 2. So literally you do 2 over 0.2, 10%, right? 10 people, right? Probably more, it's like 100 people, but you get the picture. It gives you a clear idea of how to reverse engineer all your steps and really take accountability. And you can do this for jiu-jitsu. You can do it for any period of your life. And I want to kind of show you what I do personally. Even though you get paid well during pharmacy, do you ever feel like bleh when you got a paycheck? Yeah, it just wasn't fulfilling. Exactly, right? Because it's just average, dude. At the end of the day, you are not connected to the results. So it just doesn't feel, I just didn't feel anything. Stephanie H says, hi, what's going on? Stephanie, I did my thumbnails for the nursing video. It's coming out. And I met up with my, what's that called? Channel manager earlier today. Let me kind of show you some of what I do here. What I personally do. And let's see. All right, cool. So I kind of want to show you what this kind of looks like, man. And I'll break this down. So remember the first step I said was like, okay, and part of London Reels thing is idea inception, creating a really strong goal. So at the top of all of my habit trackers, I have like, hey, earn my jiu-jitsu belt by 12/31/19. Do I know I'm going to get it? I don't know. I don't know when next belt promotion is, but it gives me a goal to hit. By the way, smash that like button. I only got 1 like so far. There's a few people watching this, man. It would really make my day. I would be so grateful as well, right? So Kev, if I come down to LA, will you roll with me? BJJ, not Molly. Yeah, sure, why not? Meet me at 10th Planet and we'll just go, bro. And I'll record it. So like things like jiu-jitsu, right? So I realized in my life, I'm in this period of my life where I don't really care about lifting as so much anymore, but I really care about you know, jiu-jitsu, because it really gets my blood running through the day. It makes me feel very accomplished. I feel like fucking amazing after doing jiu-jitsu. So I have a weekly goal over here, how many times I'm going to hit it, right? This is my game plan. And look at all the KPIs. And technically you don't need 1 billion KPIs. Actually, I would actually kind of revise this a little bit more and just shorten up just really get the most important stuff, you know? So like, for example, I'll ask myself, did I roll jiu-jitsu today? Did I go to class? That's basically the first prerequisite. If I go 5 times a week, I should be able to get my purple belt, right? If I perform my limber 8 today, then I want to go do that 7 times just to work on my flexibility. Did I go acupuncture today? I usually like to go acupuncture once a week. Massage, yoga, sleep, supplements, macros. Did I walk? You know, did I do my hill sprints? Did I review my jujitsu mind map today. By the way, if you want to know what a mind map is, I've been really kind of building one out just on paper and shit. But basically, it's kind of like designing your game plan of how you submit people. So I've been really kind of working on that, man, recently. So I've been doing a jujitsu mind map. I've been watching YouTube videos every single day just to kind of get new moves in my head and just try to drill them in class and just try to add to my arsenal. Did I lift? You got to be conditioned for jujitsu. Did I train Muay Thai? This is probably not related, but I just really want to be able to get better cardio. And one of the places I go to is the yard from time to time, but I haven't been in a long time, man. So I've been trying to get my ass over there. Did I do my hill sprints? Again, cardio, right? So like that's the example through jiu-jitsu, through my relationship. I'm doing something called the Daily 7, which is these first 7 things, right? I think it's cool. I got to adjust the numbers because I don't think it's, I don't really like some of the things take a little longer and some of them are not valuable. And I think as you do things, you just get better at eliminating certain things, right? Seeing what works, seeing what doesn't work and whatnot. So one of the things I make every single day is try to introduce 2 people in my network. And just like if I think people are cool, I love introducing them. Sending people a note of joy and appreciation. Earlier today, one of my closers or one of the closers I work with, he helped me get me on one of the top, become one of the top setters for the organization, right? So I actually like, and he helped close, like he helped close a lot of deals for me, and I ended up number 1 this week. But it was really, really cool. And so I just sent him a quick voice message and video, just letting him know I was so grateful, dude. I think that's important, right? Sharing an article with someone else, introducing myself to an ideal prospect. I haven't been doing this. Offer a referral or testimonial to someone. I try to do this. Probably can't do it every single day, but it's tough. Ask for a referral for someone. This one scares the fuck out of me, but you sometimes need goals like that just to move forward, because that is growth. You cannot be I mean, the truth is like life, you cannot always be so damn comfortable. When you're comfortable, you're not growing, man. Offer a sales conversation, grabbing dinner with a stranger or someone I want to meet at least once a week, right? Grab dinner with a friend, a close friend. Like last week, I grabbed dinner with Sylvia, my OG friends. Answer all my emails and Facebook just to help people. I try to do this every single day because I get really bad at responding to emails. Emails I haven't gotten to, but Facebook and IG, I'm pretty much finished with that. Write an article, email once a week. I'm trying to hold myself accountable. And if I miss enough days, right? So I have specific days up here. I just check everything to see if I actually do it, right? So make 5K in 30 days, right? So I really want to kind of I reverse engineered my goals, and I was just like, well, initially I wanted to make 10K, but I mean, we got to start somewhere. Let's do a starting point of 5K, and then we can scale things up. And yeah, I blanked out a few things, but you know, like it tells me how many sales calls do I need to make 5K with this one offer? How many sales calls does my team need to make to hit 5K in offers? Each one of these actually is individual. And like it drives everything. How many pieces of content I create for Kick-Ass Investing, right? How many affiliate deals that I reach out to my YouTube channel? So I'm breaking all these business goals down as well, right? And personal relationship, stick to a 30-day self-love and confidence challenge and build a habit out of it, right? So did I watch Lavendare's weekly module because I'm taking her course, really solid course, giving a testimonial today so I can check that off my list, right? Did I implement her workbook? Did I actually do everything? Did I attend Scott Ulsford's program? Did I block out time to think? Did I watch Jordan Belfort's daily motivation program? If you guys are in sales, I highly, highly, highly recommend Jordan Belfort's just his daily motivation thing. It's really, really great. Just keeps my head straight half the time, right? But you can see like a lot of these things I just do, I just have in my Google Sheets, man. Did I vlog for 10 May about how vlog? Did I journal? And these 2 things I've been kind of avoiding. And now, since you're tracking it, you can make better decisions on what's important, what's not important. Did you read a book today? One of the books I'm reading is actually called Radical Honesty, about relationships and stuff. Did I read my affirmations? One of my favorite affirmations is from The Miracle Morning. by Hal Elrod, I think. Elrod? I can't remember his name. But Miracle Morning, really sick, great book. And I read that every morning going on the treadmill, right? Do I write my 5-minute journal? Do I review my goals? So basically, I have all my goals here. I just read them out every single day. And I have dates stuck with them, except for this one. It should be 8/23/19, but everything else has a really strong date, man. And I already noticed that I'm actually executing anymore because every single day I don't really have to think. And of course, there's things that come up last minute, right? It's not always like that, but that's why I have a tall notebook, which is really great. And I just jot down all the things that I really need to write down every single morning and just try to check them off and just fulfill everything on that list. So it's really great, man. Guys, let me see the questions. What do you guys think of this series? Do you actually like this? Do you not? And obviously, meditation, artist day, vision board, and just treating myself really nice to something, right? Even when times are tough, especially when times are tough, you gotta treat yourself pretty well, man. But I've been actually, like I said, I've been really implementing London Reels thing. What happens if there's too many rows become no? Will you not jerk it for 30 days or something as a consequence? No. Here's the thing. What gets measured gets accomplished, right? If you track something, it's gonna get done. And if you see like a lot, like I do X's for having it done, dashes for like miscellaneous days, because if you look over here really quick, like some of my things are just once a week, so I'm not gonna do this every single day, but I'll plan a specific day and just dash out everything else like this or something like that, right? So if I miss it, I do a circle, goose egg, and then at the end of the week, I just give myself a report card and just see how I did and really focus on what I need to do better. I think that is something, and you just gotta really ask yourself, if you miss it enough times, hey, is this something that is really necessary for me to do to get to my goal? And if it doesn't, then you just eliminate it, or you decrease the frequency on it, or you ask yourself, hey, why didn't I hit my goal this week? What exactly is going on? Is it a habit problem? Do I have accountability? Which leads me to my next point. Let's kind of finish up London Reels thing really quick. And this is how I do all my goals recently. Really, I had this epiphany when I went back home to Boston, and I started outlining all my goals because I was just really tired of, like, I was gaining a lot of weight. I was like, I wasn't at my peak performance. I was feeling tired all the time. So that's why I actually bought an Oura ring recently. I can't find the box right now. I don't remember where I put it, but yeah, man. But yeah, so if we look at London Reels thing right now, to create your game plan, we're talking about pay price to action. We're talking about all these things. Notice a lot of these things I actually pay for. Like, I bought an Oura ring to track my sleep. I'm literally, if I don't do this, my sales calls, my clients are gonna fire me, right? These courses, Scott Ulsford's and Lavendaires, I paid good money for. So I want to get my ROI's worth every single time. I want to be striving to get my ROI's worth on any investment I do. And I think it's a good habit to really focus on focusing, instead of focusing on price all the time, you got to really focus on how am I going to get my ROI off this basic investment as well, right? So you don't need to punish yourself, by the way, by not jerking or anything like that. Really just show a little compassion to yourself, understand what's going on, and just realize that you are exactly where you are in this life because you didn't put the work in, right? I know not a lot of people like to hear that, but you didn't put the work in, and that's why you are where you are right now. So it just gives us a better sense of what's happening. And if so, you're probably missing one of these steps, right? So take action, right? And this is where you track your action by putting in X's and stuff. And notice I didn't do for the full 30 days. In the past, I used to do the full 30 days. But what I realized is, like, even after the first 3 days, if like momentum is everything. If you can get through the first 3 days, chances are you'll finish up the rest of the week strong. So it's really interesting, right? All right, cool. So, and then fight resistance. Obviously, things will always be tough. I mean, you are naive if you think you want to start a business and everything will be easy. Things will absolutely be hard. Things will go wrong. And, you know, that's where you need to be resourceful. You have to have the mindset that failure is not an option, that I want to change enough where I don't want to continue living like this because it's costing me maybe my soul. Maybe in pharmacy, you know what, it's spending less time with my kids or less time with my parents because you know, and just realizing that we don't have all of time to fucking make decisions. One of my biggest regrets in life, actually, if you guys want to know, is staying in pharmacy for way too long and not doing something earlier about it, and really taking the benefit of time, letting security kind of dwindle in my head and just be like, you know what, it's scary to do something new, but it's also like I have it so good right now. Right? Oh, can you talk more about that? I was thinking about getting on Aura. Yeah, man, I can talk about it in a second, but all I really want to do is really track my sleep. I can't wear it during jiu-jitsu or anything like that, but it's really, it's something that I can track my sleep and track what's working, what's not working as well. So yeah. Cool. Let's see. Any other comments or anything like that? I feel like it's kind of quiet today. I know it's summertime. I used to get a lot more likes back in the day, but who the fuck cares? I haven't been active on YouTube. Is my responsibility. And yeah, cool. So fight resistance. Third, this is so important. Be held accountable. This could be your friends, whether you guys, this is the core belief that I believe is that relationships are the key to everything. Health, wealth, and relationships, obviously, right? Having good relationships, good friends in your life helps you feel fulfilled. Last week I went to a lunch with my really great friend. We actually weren't that close, but we have always known each other, like known of each other. So I just had a heart to heart just talking to her, and it was really kind of cool knowing that I could connect her to so many damn people this week. And it makes me feel really, really great knowing that I can be that connector. And so when you have valuable relationships in your life, you just feel so great about yourself. Now, same goes with like look at all these goals, right? When I go jiu-jitsu, it's never really by myself. It's always with other people, right? So you can get other people to hold you accountable. Kevin, why didn't you show up to jiu-jitsu today? Oh, Kevin, why? Like, you can use social media, broadcast it out, let people know these goals. What I'm doing is broadcasting my goals out so that you guys can hold me accountable. And if I don't hit these goals, I will let you know. And it's, yeah, like being held accountable sooner rather than later. You don't wait till a 30-day challenge. You wait until the first day. You look at the first day and see, oh shit, maybe I didn't watch my videos. What's going on? Did I not block enough time? Am I overloading my plate too much? You know, you really got to think about where you want to be. So, yes. Third is really the transformation, man. And one thing about taking action, it's so important to, this is where you turn your ideas into action, right? So if we're going to go back over here to taking action, this is where, you know, talk is cheap, motherfucker, as DMX says, right? Everybody loves to talk, but no one likes to put in the fucking work. And so this is where it's so important to actually take action. And then it allows for all these other things, right? And then transforming yourself. This is where, you know, you look back at yourself and you're just like, damn, I'm proud. Like, this is where you get like Instagram. Hold on, let me switch. Instagram. This is where you get to celebrate, look back where you are. And for me, one of the really cool things is, you can see I got a tub in this picture, but this is where you celebrate. I got my blue belt from Eddie Bravo and my boy Patrick. You know, it felt so fucking good. Felt so good. This is where you celebrate and you do it all over again. You know, the journey doesn't stop there. You want to get back over again. So this is where you go from idea inception back to idea inception. So for me, when I got my blue belt, I was like, I want to go on the ride all over again. Let's get my purple belt. Let's figure shit out. Let's get these goals done. Let's keep on going. Keep on going. And that's really the key to changing your life, man. No secret formula, but I felt like London Real, huge shout out to London Real. I actually shared his video this week earlier, but really great shit, man. So guys, I would love to kind of hear what are some of your goals that you guys are shooting for in the next even 7 days. Really put them in the comments. Let's really work together. Let's really hustle together. I feel like Refugee Hustle, I haven't been very accountable for it. I want to start changing that. I have a lot of great visions for this brand, this business model. Yeah, man. And like, dude, I'm tired of just half-assing shit, man. There's something that came in my life where I just realized, like, I'm exactly where I am because I'm not taking enough accountability in my life. And so I want to be held accountable. And that's why I'm going to, I'm joining all these programs just so that I can get my life straightened out. I can really focus. So I am not always fucking talking all the time, right? Where I'm actually doing and showing myself compassion when things go wrong. This is the cycle. I think too many times we have these false expectations that, one day never happens without doing something today, right? Let me say that again. One day will never happen unless you do something today, right? Anyways, guys, that's all I have this week. I hope you guys kind of enjoyed this short segment. I don't know what I'm going to call it, but I thought it'd be kind of cool to just present something this week and just show you guys something. I'm going to get ready for Canon Breeze going away party, man. I'm going to be seeing them in like about an hour. We're going to like I don't even know the place, but it's pretty fun. I shot a podcast with them. I'm going to try to edit that before I head out. But guys, kill it this week. I'm going to be uploading some videos this week that are already uploaded. And yeah, guys, kill it, and I will talk to you guys later. Take care. Have a great weekend or week. And I'll see you later. Peace.